Alright guys, so I actually have a bunch of stuff here to show you. Lots of comics, a couple pre-orders, and some Prime Day stuff. Not all my Prime Day stuff is here, and not all my pre-orders are here. My Rocky Horror picture says it's out for delivery, but I kind of don't believe it's going to be delayed, delivered. I think it's coming tomorrow because I literally had like 3 different packages show up today. And if you're telling me 3 different packages showed up and that one's coming today, I just don't believe it. It's like 5 o'clock almost in the evening. I don't think it's coming. So let's get into my comics. So I haven't grabbed all these Muppet variant covers. This one's one of my favorites, the Wolverine Swedish Chef one. Got the Avengers one with the Electric Mayhem. Don't know why it says Muppets Assemble, not Electric Mayhem Assembles, considering it's only Electric Mayhem on the cover, but still really cool. Latest issue of Supergirl. This is a variant cover that, love that art right there. Court, the Children of the Round Table. This is a new like DC line of original characters. This is the 2nd issue. First issue was actually pretty solid. TMNT Journeys. Here's another. This is a variant cover. Grab that. Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum, issue number 3, and Spider-Man 94, issue number 2. Which I actually read issue number 1, and it was really good. So that's a lot of books. Now we'll get into more comics, but these are ones I pre-ordered. I love Rick and Morty, or at least I used to. I don't know if I still do the way I used to, but I never really got into the comics. And Omnipress, they've been doing these compact editions for the Adventure Time comics, right? Well, they've moved on to doing the same for the Rick and Morty comics. So when I saw this was coming out, I immediately jumped at that so I can finally start reading the Rick and Morty ones. And, you know, there's more of these coming out next year for Rick and Morty stuff. So definitely excited to have those in the collection. This one I was kind of hesitant to get for a couple reasons, but that is the Megalopolis original graphic novel. If you don't know what Megalopolis is, this is a movie that Francis Ford Coppola, the director of Apocalypse Now, Godfather, you know, a bunch of classic movies, he made as a passion project that he had been trying to make for like decades. And it didn't do good, but he self-financed it himself, so who really gives a shit? But anyways, huge, massive flop. Not a great movie, but this comic is supposed to be like what he originally visioned for everything in comic form. I'm like, that sounds really cool. I want to check this out. The art looks cool. And I'm always interested in stuff like this. But my thing was like, it bothered me because, well, I want to watch the movie again now that I have this, but you can't legally stream or buy the movie anywhere, at least in America. So, like, if you want to like watch it legally, I think it's available on like one of the airlines as one of their free movies. But like other than that, you literally cannot buy this movie legally. There is no reason why. So I was really hesitant to get this without being able to do that, but I'm definitely going to do a video on this when I read through it. I don't know how quickly I'm going to read through it because it doesn't seem like super bulky, but at the same time, like, wasn't a crazy fan of the movie, so I'm like, I don't know. Don't know if I'm going to be in a hurry necessarily to read that, but it is really cool looking and just a cool piece of memorabilia to have from one of my, I was going to say favorite directors, but I don't know if it actually is. He's a great one, though. So here's some of the Prime Day deals. There wasn't really a lot, guys, to be honest. I spent, like, less than $100, which every Prime Day I spent $100. But money got tight, and honestly, the deals weren't that great. And some of these were, like, I waited to grab them. Like, Zodaic actually went on sale for $15 before Prime Day, but I figured this is probably the price is going to be on Prime Day. And I was right. And I went ahead and I was debating on getting it, but I decided to go for it. Mainly because I wasn't sure if this was the price it was going to be on Prime Day, but I was correct. $50 on 4K for this. This is a 3-disc set. So it's got the first disc on 4K, the second disc for the Blu-ray, and then 1 disc for the special features. I'm curious, one of these, it says disc 2 has the director's cut. I'm like, so is there both cuts in 4K? Not certain. I meant to grab this when it came out, and money got tight, so I ended up just canceling it, because I do that a lot with Paramount titles. I'll be like, yep, getting that, and then I just end up canceling it, because Paramount titles don't go out of print very often, and their 4Ks get really cheap. Like tons of 4Ks Paramount has, they'll go down to like $20, $15. And I'm like, well, that's fine. I'll get it for that price. It's a reasonable price. You know, a lot of these ones I pre-order, it's because I either really need the for upcoming video, or it's because like they're at a good price that they probably will never be at again, or you know, they're just not going to get any cheaper. So speaking of the one I pre-ordered but canceled, this is But I'm a Cheerleader on 4K. I pre-ordered this because this was an Amazon exclusive 4K from Lionsgate, and I thought it looked amazing. I really liked this movie. I had bought the Blu-ray because I've been holding off to buy the Blu-ray for a long time. It was a first time on Blu-ray movie, and I just kept holding off. Finally bought it, and then a couple months later, like, it's coming to 4K. And you're like, damn it. So I have to rebuy it. I mean, I don't have to, but, you know, I like the movie enough. But this was on sale for like $20, which isn't a great deal. But, you know, I thought this was an actual steel book, but it's not. It's got a slipcase to it, and then it's got the 4K disc inside. I love the artwork to this, but this is literally just cardboard. Very flimsy release. So I can see why this went down to $20. Also, I'm surprised this one even came out on 4K because it took so long to get this even on Blu-ray, and I didn't know what the audience would be for. This is a very colorful movie. Though, and I'm sure it's going to look great in 4K because it's you know, there's lots of pink, lots of girly colors because, you know, this movie is about expressing yourself and being, you know, feminine and stuff. It's a very movie that's grown to mean a lot to me if you saw one of my recent videos when I came out to everybody. Friday Night Lights on 4K. I've been meaning to grab this for a while. I think last Prime Day it was like $13, and I was like, yeah, my budget's full. Can't really afford to throw it in there. If it's at that price again, I'll get it. And it was. So it was $13 again, and I just went in and snagged it. And you know, now I just need to get the series Friday Night Lights to go with the 4K of that. So it'd be cool if we can get the whole series on 4K. I don't think we will, but at least get the movie. Very cool movie. Not a huge football guy, but still cool to have this. So, snag that. And yeah, I'm like waiting on like Young Guns. I think they said Amazon's delivering that tomorrow. And I ordered Tommy Boy because it was $10, but it's on back order and it says next week. So we'll see. But yeah, got some good ones here. I don't think any of these, though, are great. Like, I'm not really going to watch any of these right away. Zodiac's like 3 hours. I just saw this 3 months ago. Not a huge fan of this movie. It's a good movie. That's why I grabbed it. I like it. But, you know, it's not a movie that I'm like, oh, yeah, that movie. I need to watch that right now. So, a lot of interesting stuff that I picked up.